Lesson 8, Unit 8, Lesson 11, the median of the data set. So I can say the median represents what it represents and what it tells us about the data in the given context, and that you can find the median for a set of data. So it says make a dot plot of the data. Here's a table that shows the number of siblings of 10 students in Tyler's class. So it's not Tyler's siblings, it's 10 students. So we've got 1, helps if you have your drawing tool on, 0, holy Toledo, a 7, put that in the wrong spot, all right, so find the mean, show your reasoning. So the mean is when I add up all the numbers that I have. So even though they're zeros, I would still add them. So 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. So then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14, 24. So I have 24. I should probably do this in this box. I have 24 as my total amount when I add up all those numbers, and I'm dividing it by 10 because I have 10 students were asked in the class. So that gives me 2.4. So it tells me that 2.4 is the average number of siblings that the kids have in Tyler's class. Do you think the mean summarizes the data well? Explain your reasoning. Well, I don't, because 8 of the students have 2 or fewer siblings. And even though this says 2.4 implies that it would be somewhere between 2 and 3 siblings per family. Not that you'd have like half a kid or something running around. That would be kind of crazy. So I don't think that 2.4 really depicts the data in that classroom. So then it says find the middle. Here's a data set of the number of siblings. Now they want us to sort the data from least to greatest and then find the median. So I'm going to use my dot plot to help me. So I have 3 zeros, 3 ones, and 2 twos. I had a 7 and a 10. Dot plots are helpful for that, or you could do the cross-out strategy. So then it says find the median, show your reasoning. So I'm crossing out on each side. So I have 2 numbers in the middle, and when you have 2 numbers in the middle, you add them together and you divide by the 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. So what's my median? 1. So in this situation, do you think the median is a good measure of the typical number of siblings for this group? Explain your reasoning. I would say yes, that the center of the data would be 1 because 6 students had 1 or fewer siblings. So that's more than half of the data was 1 or fewer. So 4 out of the 10 students had more than 1, but that's only half of the data. Okay, so now I'm going to take a look here. It says find the median of the travel time Alina's bus rides to school. Find the median time. So again, I'm going to use the dot plot to my advantage. Right, and then I'm going to cross 1 off on each side. So I have 2 numbers in the middle again, so 8 plus 9 divided by 2 because I've got 2 numbers. So that would give me 17 divided by 2, which would be 8.5. So 8.5 would be my answer. It's always good to count the dots too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that was an even number. So yeah. So then what does the median in this context tell us? That it takes about 8.5 minutes for Alina to get to school. This is very similar to another question we did. So the middle amount of time, so when put in order from least to greatest, the center of the data is 8.5. So now we're going to do practice problem 1. It says, what is the median score? So they've got 10 rounds of a video game, so I have to make sure I put the numbers in order first and then start crossing them out. So I have 120, 120, 130, 1. I always count the numbers just to make sure that I have them all. Then you cross one off on each end because you're trying to find the center. So I have 2 numbers in the middle, so I have to add them together. And I'm going to divide them by 2. So that would get me 290. So my answer is going to be 145. So when I divide them by 2. So 290 divided by 2 is going to be 145. All right, so here I have the medians of the following dot plots are 6, 12, 13, and 15, but not in that order. Match each dot plot with its median. So I'm going to change colors and I'm going to zoom in. So this time I'm going to find the median using the dot plot itself. So that's 6 plus 6 divided by 2. So that's going to give me 6 as my median. The next one, two in the middle again. So that's 15 plus 15 divided by 2. That's going to give me 15 because 30 divided by 2 is 15. This time I have those 2 numbers in the middle. So that's 11 and 13. So that's going to give me 24. Divided by 2 is going to give me 12. So now I'm going to do the last one. I'm going to switch colors only because it's getting super close. If I've done it correctly, I should have 13. Yep, I did it correctly. So that should be your order for your practice problems. So sometimes it helps to do it on the dot plot, but sometimes you can get a little mixed up. You need to make sure that it balances equally. Then I need you to go ahead and do your IXL objective where you're going to find the median. And then you're going to take a full-size picture. And then you're going to go ahead on Unit 8, Lesson 11, and do that on Canvas. Let me know if you've got any questions.